My name is Tyler Blair. I've been an agent for 5 or 6 years. I've been with MyHomeGroup now about a year and a half. When I was 16, my uncle sold my parents' house, sold it in 24 hours. It was that crazy market. And he was sitting down at my parents' table and he showed me the check he was going to make. And at that point I was like, I need to become a real estate agent. And I'd always knew that I was going to do it. I just didn't know when or how. So I got into property management, and then that kind of led me. My wife got pregnant. Long story short, my wife got pregnant. We both wanted her to be a stay-at-home mom. And so I made the jump. Didn't have a lot of savings, and it was scary for a little bit, but. So I was with the largest brokerage that there is, and I started looking at the fees, and it's a great brokerage, but I could come to MyHomeGroup and have the same culture, same camaraderie with other agents for far less, and it was far less for our agents on our team. So for us, a big part of it had to do with splits and saving of income, as well as they have a great platform to help us excel as a team. So I technically own 3 businesses. I own the Legacy Real Estate team, and then we have Legacy Property Solutions, which is a We Buy Ugly Homes, and we do 4 to 5 flips a month there. And then I just invested in a hearing aid company as well. I think it's crucial to have the right people in the right places. I have amazing people that help me keep on track, help me keep me grounded, that it makes it easy for me to jump to this, jump to that, and make sure I get all my tasks done throughout the day. But that's the biggest thing, is hiring the right people. You know, a lot of agents got scared through the pandemic. You know, it's still going on right now, but a lot of agents are scared still. We just doubled down. We doubled down making calls. We doubled down with hand sanitizer and masks and all those things, and we just try to work as hard as possible to make sure our people are still taken care of. You know, it's a crazy market out there. You're showing way more homes than normal. So it's just a matter of working that much harder through this small season that we're going to go through to set you up for the rest of your career. My biggest thing with relationships with clients, referrals, and agents, you know, the biggest thing is the golden rule: you treat people as you want to be treated, but you need to go above and beyond for those people. So, you know, I remember I opened a door one time at midnight for one of my clients because they locked themselves out. Luckily, I was still up and my wife wasn't mad, but you know, it's the little things that you do, and you're always providing value every time you talk to them. And the second thing I would say is, you're not always talking about real estate. You know, you're checking in on their family, you remember their dog's name, you remember that beautiful house that then now they want to sell. You know, so it's a matter of truly caring about what you do, and that will transpire in more business because you're truly taking care of people. So I work all day, and then typically when I get home, I'm texting past clients. Not every night, but I probably hit every client once a quarter, you know, every other month, and it has nothing to do with real estate. It's just, hey, checking in to see how you're doing. And now I've created a lot of friends through my past clients, and they refer me tons of people. So I am strictly referral based now. I don't do any type of lead gen, and that's why I think it's paid off, is because I truly care about them, and I truly care about their goals and help them achieve them in real estate. So yeah, the main power partner I use is Easy Magnus Title with Angela Kiernan. They help me with design, they help me get out postcards, they like everything on the, I am not techie at all. Put me in front of a person and I'm good, but put me in front of a computer and I'm so bad. So they help me with all the back end stuff. And Angela is a huge resource. She knows thousands and thousands of agents. So I'm just blessed that I get time with her. So with me, it's easy Magnus title. That's the big deal for me. Sure, on the Facebook page, it is very helpful. I see a ton of agents asking questions, answering questions. I try to chime in when I can. You know, and Larry and John Dyer, they're on there too with the brokers, and that's a huge bonus. I've never had that before at any other brokerage, where you had access to so many brokers at your fingertips, and that's a huge, huge bonus. I'm usually in the office 8:30. You know, I try to get there before our agents get there so I can get my stuff done. So I usually get through my, you know, I have homes under contract and all that, so I get through my stuff, and then at that point I'm at the office training, coaching, answering questions. You know, people are asking me questions all times of the day and at night. And then I usually have 5 to 6 meetings a day because of all the different businesses. And then in the afternoon, as agents kind of take off, I can finish up my day. And then I'm usually gone around 5 or 6 to make sure I have family time. You know, I have a newborn and 2 other kids. So for me, I want to make sure I'm there for them. So I try to get home at a decent time, to where at the beginning I couldn't do that. There's a book called Relentless. I forget by his first name, his last name is Glover. And he's a physical therapist, and he's a physical therapist for Kobe Bryant. And he talks about how you have to be relentless in your daily activities in order to hit your goals. You know, if you want to be mediocre, that's fine, but you just do the average. So if you're relentless in your daily activities, you can expand on your goals and always hit them. Our workplace, it's in Chandler off of Gilbert Road, and we have our own office. Our lender is in there as well. There's 4 offices, and then we have a big bullpen, and we're in there every day, all day. That's where we do our lead gen. That's where we make our calls, so we can help critique each other. And it's a huge bonus that everyone has a place to come to, because it's very hard to do lead generation at home. I would argue that you're getting half the work done that you should be when you're working at home. The best advice that I'd ever received is find what you love and the money will come. It was a professor in college. It was a business class that I took. I don't remember his name, but the whole year that was the best advice I was given. A couple influential people that I follow is The Rock. I really like The Rock. And then Will Smith and Josh Altman. Josh Altman's in real estate. He's in the $1 Million LA show. I've gotten a lot of things from him. He's very relentless, and he's 24/7, which I am too. So. The one thing that I wish people knew before they joined real estate was that it's actually going to be a struggle at the beginning. And if you're looking to join a team, you had better pick wisely, because what you do in your first year in real estate will determine whether you're doing real estate for the rest of your life or not. As far as clients, the one thing I wish they knew was that they need to be more loyal, I guess. You know, we don't get paid unless they buy a house. I guess that's the biggest thing. So when they're out with multiple agents, it gets very difficult, and it's a massive roller coaster. The one thing I would give advice to my previous self would be to push harder and think bigger. The number one advice that I would give for a new agent that is thinking about coming is make sure your spouse is on board. You're going to be working a lot harder than you've ever worked in your life if you really want to make this work. It can pay off, but it's a 2-year grind. And the biggest thing is having your spouse in the background cheering you on and not telling you to go get a job. Yeah, go ahead and take my spot. I want you to take my spot. That just means you're doing more, and I think that's great. My number one advice, my number one thing I would advise is to work harder. Everyone has the same 24 hours. It's what you do in that 24 hours. I would argue that there's some time in there of you messing around or you're on Facebook or doing that. If you put your head down and grind, I'm not going to say it's easy because it's very difficult. It's a lot of hours, but anybody can do it. Follow us on the Legacy Real Estate team on Facebook. And then we have another Legacy Real Estate team, California and San Diego.